Hey, 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 everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm kind of giving a little time for that lag. Hello, hello. Can you see me?
Yeah, now it came up.
Okay. So, Sue and Doyle were the first ones in. Good evening to you guys. Glad to have you. William is here. Hey, William. How are you doing tonight? And of course, Donna's here with me. And there's Hitch Up in Tow. Mark and Coral. Hey guys, how are you? Nice to see you on here. How's the weather across the pond? It's been really lovely here the last few days. We've been very fortunate. It's been upper 70s, low 80s, and nice and cool at night, like upper 60s. Good sleeping weather, really good sleeping weather. Although when we first got here, I had trouble sleeping. Hi, Don. Say hi to Scotty. How are you guys doing back on land? You adjusting? Are your sea legs put away for a while? I like that camp spot that you guys were in. There's Mobile Tech. Hey, how are you? Glad you're here, Mobile Tech. It's always nice to see you. I saw you put out a live stream and I missed it, so I'm sorry. Hi, Kim. How are you? Hope you're doing good. It's good to see you. Good to see you for sure. And there's Mr. Daryl. Hey, Daryl. A bit glitchy. Well, I'm not surprised. I've got two bars, but I'm in a Corps of Engineer park, so the signal's not always as strong. Um, so I hope it doesn't get too bad. If it does, y'all let me know. Probably the worst summer you've had in a long time. Hot? Has it been really hot there? It certainly has been here, and we've got some more hot weather coming up. We're going to be in the low 90s for about 4 or 5 days. I think we got maybe one more day of good weather left. Is that right, Donna?
I was thinking it was a couple. Let me do a weather check.
Hi, Don. How are you? Say hi to Kevin for me.
One more day. You're right.
Yeah, one more day, and then it gets hot
And then I
again.
see a hundred on
Oh,
Tuesday.
that's changed. The other day, the latest I saw, the highest I saw was 96.
Oh, so 100 on Tuesday, 99 on Wednesday,
Oh, so
97.
100, 99, 97. That's not good. At least we've got, well, as you can see from behind me, we've got a lot of trees here, so we've got pretty good shade. Except for about 2 or 3 hours in the early afternoon. I'm in a good position, so the sun's not on the trailer all the time. Audio is great, videos refreshing. Oh, okay. All right. Well, if it gets too bad, y'all let me know and I'll just shut it down. Hi, Summer. How are you? Nice to see you. Flowers growing good? 71 right now after a thunderstorm. Yeah, we've been through a few thunderstorms ourselves recently, but we haven't had any rain since we've moved here, so that's good. Um, Hopefully, we won't have any rain. I think we got at least a week without rain, maybe a little bit longer. But of course, it's showing, you know, our next time we travel, we're going to have a little rain. Just afraid. What are you afraid of? Hey, Peter, how you doing? You're cooking duck, William? Wow. I've never really cooked a duck. That's one thing I'm not good at. Or a goose, evidently. I tried that once and that was a big old fail. 71. Very nice. Very nice. It's fine. Okay, good. Enjoying the weather for sure. Gotta do it while we can. Hi, David. How are you? Where are you at tonight? Orange chicken and fried rice. That sounds really good. I love orange chicken. Oh, Mobile Tech says, I don't like waterfowl. It's not my favorite thing. I could do without it for sure. Yep, just a couple of weeks left. We'll be seeing you soon. Ziggy or Didi or Mia is trying to get a word in. That's Ziggy. He's I put him inside the camper so that they wouldn't be down around my feet or barking and wanting this or that. So they're inside. But I'm outside and so he's going to complain. Oh, nice. I'm so glad that worked out good for you, Dom. That's nice. Tonight only without the orange. So chicken and fried rice. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, Ziggy. He's a character. Yeah, he's already had one eye done and came through it really well. Most of the emu went in the bin. Oh, you had emu. Wow. No one wanted a leg. Um, how much do those things weigh? Did you cook like the whole bird? That's got to be a lot of meat. Bentley's saying hello to Ziggy and Dee Dee. Hi, Bentley. Let me say hi to Bentley, get him stirred up. Bentley, what are you doing? What are you doing, Bentley? Where's your bone? It does sound good. I've been kind of hungry for some good Chinese food. I think there's a Chinese restaurant in town. Maybe I'll have to do that. But, I'm here in Missouri, so I have to go in and have my pork tenderloin sandwich. Yes, sir, buddy. That is a must do thing. Big difference for sure, I'm sure. Have you ever tried frying rice? Sure. It's better if you cook the rice the day before, though, and put it in the refrigerator and let it get cold. It fries much easier when it's cold. That's what happens with good eyesight, right? in the pheasant family, and they suck. Oh, I've never had pheasant either. I like Cornish hens, and of course, I like chicken. But I would like to try pheasant someday. I've never been around anyone who's, shot some pheasant and been lucky enough to be around to try it. But I would like it. Okay, Don, you don't have to talk about it. He's looking all over. Poor Bentley. Bentley, Bentley. Where are you? Where am I, Bentley? Is with a 2x4. Oh my gosh. Flied lice. Flied lice. That's funny, Doyle. Quite a bit of fancy food really doesn't taste good. Yeah, and it's real expensive. So I don't understand that either. You're waiting for your grandson. He's late. Is he coming over to where you are? How far away are you from their house now? Because you guys are in Grand Haven now, right? Well, we're near Monroe City, Missouri. It's a small little town, but it's nice. It's very pleasant. Donna and I drove in day before yesterday and looked around. They have, I don't know how many of you know about Ben Franklin stores, but they have a Ben Franklin store here. And I, grew up with those. They were like a five and dime back when I was a kid growing up, and there was one in every town all around us. Um, and we haven't had one in Hannibal for years, but they've kept the one in Monroe City. And they're a little different than they used to be. Now they're more crafty and ornamental, but they have a wonderful section of fabric. Um, it's almost better than going to Joann's, I think, sometimes. And I went in there to look for some fabric because I want to make some different curtains for my trailer. And with Donna's help, I was able to find some. So they had a like a pillowcase on display with a one fabric, and then the band around the pillowcase was a different fabric. And I had a little bit of trouble finding both of them, but Donna had an eagle eye out, and so she actually found both of them for me. So it was pretty cool. But I love that little store. He's just looking at the TV. He's here, but at the playground. Oh, I see. Yeah, I like them too. They got a lot of neat little knickknacks and things. They had some really cute dish towels with some funny sayings on them. What is the connection of the name of the lake with Mark Twain? Well, um, my hometown is Hannibal, and that was the boyhood home of Mark Twain. Well, not far from here is Florida, Missouri, which is where he was actually born. In fact, in the museum over there, they have the actual small little house inside the bigger museum.
That's the birthplace.
That's where the birthplace is. Yeah. So it's really kind of cool. So, everything around here is Mark Twain, Mark Twain, Mark Twain. So it's Mark Twain Lake. We have the Mark Twain National Forest in about 3 or 4 different locations in Missouri. So, Missouri is just all about Mark Twain. And, I lived with that all my life. Hannibal was nothing but a tourist trap because that was his boyhood home. They have, and the museum has changed so much over the years. But, we've got the Mark Twain Cave, which is fun to go through. And We have a riverboat that's parked here all the time now. We actually have quite a few riverboats that come in and visit our little port of call. Um, Don and I are going to try to take a riverboat tour while we're here, so that'll be fun. I've done riverboats before, but not from Hannibal, so it'll be kind of cool driving riding down the Mississippi River. You miss Ben Franklin? Yeah, Ben Franklin's a cool little place. Have Thrifties and Sprouts, Ritz stores. I haven't even heard of any of those, but that's pretty cool. You're welcome. You're welcome, Larry. Miss Kmart too. That's where yeah, we we had a Kmart here in Hannibal, but it's been gone for years. Yeah, I took a nap before the live stream, Melody, so I get it. No big deal. Yeah, miss those blue light specials. That's for sure. There's my son. Hey, son, I laid down and slept and forgot to text you. How about that? I'm gonna go see my son tomorrow. Finally get a chance. He's worked the last few days, and um, I I could have gone to see him today, but I had the dogs with me, and it's probably better that I don't take him because his aunt has a big lab, and Dee Dee doesn't do good around big dogs. Old enough to remember seeing Haley's Comet. Um, I'm probably old enough, but I didn't see it. I was probably very young at the time. Actually, didn't Haley's Comet come across when he was born? And I know he was older than me. I think the comet came across when he was born and when he died, as a matter of fact, or so the story goes. Yeah, Haley's Comet's what they called it. There goes the park ranger. We've been very fortunate. We've pretty much had this part of the loop to ourselves. This particular branch of this particular campground loop, we've been the only ones in it until today, and somebody came in. I'm wondering if they're still there though. I didn't see
I
it.
think I saw them when
Yeah.
we were talking earlier. We're kind of blocked from them though.
So, but anyway, it's been nice and quiet. Very nice campground. Sites are nicely spaced apart. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can move this without messing everything up. There's Donna's trailer over there, down a little ways from me. Sites are very nicely spaced apart. That's what I love about Corps of Engineer parks. You're not right on top of your neighbor even when they're full, so makes it very nice. And they've got a couple of trails on either side of the road over here that has access down to the lake. I haven't had a chance to venture down there and see. It's like steps on the path leading down. It's quite a little ways up off of the lake. So I have to maybe see if Donna wants to do it with me one day. I'm not sure that I want to walk down that far by myself and fall and end up down there at the lake.
Walking down is not the problem.
Yeah, it's the walking up. Can't wait to get to the same time zone. I'm always tired. Yeah, I'm sorry, Dawn. I know it's had. You had a good nap too? All righty. I don't get to nap very often. I've, I've never really been a napper. Oh, I am a yawner though. It's been dreary. Oh, sorry. You're still in Maine? I can see why it would be over there on the coast. That's Maine for you.
It is.
I'm sure that's true. Only comes around once every 75 years. Mark Twain was born and died on Haley's. Yes, that's what I thought I remembered. Last time was 1886. Well, there's the history lesson for us. Um, he is not far from me, Kim. Christian is about maybe 10, 15 miles away. So, like I said, he's had to work last couple of days. He's been working 12-hour shifts. And so by the time you get off, it takes about 45 minutes from where he's at to drive here, just because it's back country, county roads, and windy and speed limits. Um, so, to an hour, almost an hour here and an hour back, it's just too late for him at night. So um, I'm going to spend some time together tomorrow. So that'll be really good. So I'm looking forward to that. I need some time with my son. And then my sister's going to eventually get here and camp out with me for a day or two. I've got a nice big um, place back here where she can put her tent. So that'll be nice. Cousin Eddie and his cast of thousand don't show up. Yeah, for sure. We don't need another Cousin Eddie. It is. It's a very nice campsite. Let me see if I can. Let me get rid of this keyboard. I'm not really using it. So, let me do my back camera. That might help. All right. So there's Dorothy, Miss Dorothy. Got a nice picnic table and a fire ring there. It's a pretty nice big campsite, but there's a nice place for a tent. And then I don't know if you can really see through the trees there, but the lake's just right down that way. It's got all those little fingers that come. It's a big lake. It's a very big lake. I should have got a picture of it to show you guys how big it is. But it's a pretty good sized lake. Um, I can maybe put up a picture of the. Let's see. Well, I've got this one from. To see if the signal was. Just go over there and set. Go. So that's the side of the dam that the water goes through to the other side to the spillway. And then to the right of the dam is the recreation area, which I did a video on that. So I'll maybe try to get that together soon. Here's the Ben Franklin store. I'll show you the front of that. It was really cool. And it's been in that same location for, I don't know, probably years, not 100, but you know, quite a while. Jeez, your fingers are tired. Mobile Tech says his fingers are tired of typing. Use that little microphone. Push the microphone. And 5 minutes. I think it's actually 22 miles or so. That's what I was looking at. Oh, I can't get my comments to show up. When you get up close, you can really see the dirt and the creases. And tried to, that shelf that had fallen. It was too long for that. Yeah. Um, to see if you've got any better ideas than what I came up with, because I'm sure you do. I just did some makeshift stuff, just trying to keep it from falling down. Might change your plans again, missing the West. Oh, well, there you go. I'm kind of missing the West myself. That's why, after Holder Mind, I think that's kind of the direction I'm going in. Hopefully, the wind will calm down. Um, I've heard it's still really windy out there, even then during the summer months. So I'm not sure what this winter will be like, but we'll see. Hi, James and Millie. Are you back from your cruise? They took them a little, what, 3 or 5 day cruise, something like that, down to the Caribbean. It's a nice little cruise. Too many parachute ripcords. For sure, for sure. By saying hi to James and Millie. But yeah, so we're going to do the riverboat. Are you going to go through the cave with me, Donna? Do you want to go through the cave?
Yeah, we're good.
That's up to you, because I've been through it a million times. I don't have to go. If you want to go, we'll go.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll play it by ear.
Yeah.
Say it's pretty cool though down there, temperature wise.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So
It's about 55.
so it'd be nice to go on a hot day.
Yes, it would. That's a good activity to do when it's really hot outside. Oh, go the last week of the month. Oh, okay. Well, you're going to enjoy it. I've cruised down in that area before. It's really beautiful.
Where are they going?
They're going down by St. Thomas and down around in that area. Yeah, it's really pretty. We did a 7 day cruise down there with a couple of people that I worked with, and we went to St. Thomas, St. Martin, Dominica, Barbados, Aruba. We started out in Puerto Rico. That's where we caught the ship. So yeah, it was a nice 7 day
Where's
cruise.
Ken and Carla tonight?
I don't know. I haven't seen them. Maybe they've got other plans. Y'all heard from Ken and Carla? Going out west.
Yeah.
I'm back. So she hasn't decided yet what she's doing. I know she's going to Tennessee for a while. And then she's
to Florida,
going to Key
Top
West.
Sail first,
Top Sail. Okay.
and then Key West for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
For a marathon.
That'll be fun. I need to start booking some campsites around Florida. I haven't done that yet. I need to get busy and do it because I'm sure it's probably getting full. Come on out, Mobile Tech says. I'm planning on heading that way. That's not a good connection tonight, guys. Sorry. Well, Donna, you know there's more to the west than Yuma.
Yeah. Yuma, New Mexico.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
that'll be fun. Doyle says, lots to see and do on God's beautiful creation. Isn't that the truth? Yes, I'm breaking up. Breaking up is hard to do unless you're talking about the internet breaks up very easily. But anyway, it is what it is. I'm only I've only been on here for about 30 minutes.
Your picture's back up on the screen. Though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. You just never know.
I have my audio down. I can't tell about the audio, but I'm seeing video.
Yeah. Well, they haven't said anything about the audio, so I'm pretty sure it's okay.
Yeah.
But it's just that going in and out, and it happens. Like this is kind of a busy time. I'm sure that's true. But this is a time of night. Well, it's 7:30 here, so this is the time of night that people get on the internet. A lot of people.
Yeah.
You know. Now, come bedtime, it'll get much better. So, which is fine with me because then I take my iPad to bed with me and I watch NCIS because that's my white noise. Yeah, it's always delayed. What do you fry rice in? Well, I used to have a couple of different woks, but once I started doing this with my tiny little camper, I don't have room for a wok. So I gave them to my oldest daughter. But you can fry rice in an iron skillet too. Um, it doesn't have to be a wok. But like I said, cold rice fries better. It just I don't know, when it's hot and warm, it sticks more to the pan than cold rice does in the restaurant's kitchen. That's funny.
That's where I fry rice.
There you go. He always gets up early to do things. Yeah, because there's not as many people on the internet. Or, all those people that have to work, they go and leave you alone for a while. Yeah, see, you do basically the same thing I do. Play in the background for noise. Yeah, because if you're like me, I know NCIS backwards and forwards and upside down by now. Oh, I and it's just my white noise, and that's how I go to sleep. And I have my husband to thank for that. So, yes, Blackstone, yes, very true, Kim. That's a good place to fry rice. That would be great. I haven't had my Blackstone out in forever. It's been so hot that I don't even want to cook outside. I'll just stay in where the air conditioner's running and cook inside. Oh my gosh. So I'm waiting for, fall weather. I need some fall weather to break that bad boy out. I do. I'd love to do things early, but I don't think Kevin would appreciate me making noise at 4 a.m. Well, you don't have to do it at 4 a.m. Maybe 8. He's up by then. Where is he anyway? What is he doing? Say hi to him for me anyway. The journey awaits. Hi, guys. How are you? Haven't seen you in a little while. I need to try to get by your channel and visit. But thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. I don't appreciate Lou getting up early. Oh my gosh. You need those, you need a couple of doors between you so that it doesn't affect you so badly. How you guys like your new Durango melody? I've been meaning to ask you that too. I've been kind of looking at some videos, guys. I have to be honest with you. Um, used to go to sleep with Johnny Carson. Yeah, I used to go to sleep trying to stay up late enough to watch Johnny Carson. Oh, that was such a good show. Close the bedroom door and you can do whatever you want. That's there you go. Hey Kevin, how are you? I understand the heat. Yeah, it's who wants to cook outside in that kind of heat? Be out there cutting wood with a chainsaw. Oh, I kind of don't see that happening. Oh, been here longer than Dawn. I had to wake her up. Oh, this time change gets her, doesn't it? Hi guys. So, but yeah, I've been kind of looking at. I've been watching camper reviews on YouTube, looking at. I love my Airstream. Don't get me wrong. I truly love my Airstream. However, I really want to have something that I can have a recliner in. The older I get, the more I'm needing a recliner. The the dining room table is down, so it's like a sofa, but not really. I have to sit on the edge of it, and I've probably got 2.5, 3 feet behind me before my back would touch the wall. But I just if I put I've tried to get. I got a collapsible ottoman, and I've you know set back on the couch and put my feet up on the ottoman. But then every time you get up, you have to move the ottoman so that you can move around in that small little pathway. So I'm thinking I want something a little bit bigger. I don't know if it's going to happen, but one can always dream, right? You go to sleep with the 6 o'clock news. That's kind of early. He was up at 2:30, and that's part of part of why you're up so um, up early and to bed early because of that. We have a video on it. Yeah, I need to watch it. I was just wondering if there's any likes or dislikes, things about it that you really, really love, or things that you really don't like or would like to change. No, I don't want a big fifth wheel. I found one that I thought was nice, but I don't know. I don't think I want to go that route. I really don't. Um, and the one that I was looking at is the Grand Design, and the things that have kind of put me off on that is it's got those auto leveling jacks like Don and Kevin do, and theirs are so low that it limits clearance, and I want something that's up a little bit higher where I don't have to worry so much about that. So even if I have to do manual jacks, that's okay with me. I'd rather have that than have that clearance issue. John Holderfield has been posting some good videos from the Scamp Rally. I saw that. I haven't watched them yet, but I did see some thumbnails, so I need to go back and watch them. But I don't know about a Scamp. I don't think they're quite as big as what I'm after. So there's certain things, certain criteria that I'm looking at, and it's you know we all have our wants and our dreams and what's perfect, and we know that there's not going to be any perfect trailer. But I think I've found a nearly perfect trailer. I need something with good, adequate clothes storage. Um, going full time, you have to have, and sometimes I need to lower my expectations too.
Well, it's compromise.
It's compromise, and
Yep.
it's called downsizing and not taking more than what you really need with you, and that sometimes is an issue for me. Um, I'm much better than I used to be, but I still could downsize a lot more. But I have a lot less T-shirts in my cabinet now than I've ever had before, so I'm getting there slowly but surely. The other thing is, I really want good good storage in the kitchen. I don't have a lot of dishes. I don't have a lot of pots and pans. I want a place to put my Instapot. Um, that's easily accessible instead of having to dig around to find it. And I want that pantry space. That's a big want for me. Um, and I've made this trailer work. I've got two small little cabinets, actually three, because I have one over my kitchen counter and two over my dining that I use for pantry storage. Um, but it's it's okay. It kind of keeps me so that I'm not buying more food than I really need to have around, which is a good thing. That's you don't need to stock up on so much stuff that you're just carrying stuff around just to be carrying it around. That's not good either. It's not good for your budget. It's not good for your trailer. It's just not good. Period. Just just have what you need to have. Cook what you got and quit. You know, having stuff at the back of the cabinet that you never use. So that's an issue for me. It don't matter. One night I went to bed at 10 p.m. and I was still up at 3. I have no answer for you, Don. We've been through this conversation before. And it's just, I don't know how to fix it for you. So I can't. Pull behinds also have slide outs, but that is what you need for a real recliner. Yes. Yes. And I don't relish the idea of having a slide out. However, I think to get what I want, I'm going to have to put up with it. So it's kind of a give and take compromise. But those are the big things. But I'm looking at a couple of different trailers that check most all of the boxes. Um, but I I don't want to have to right now. I don't want to have to trade my truck in. So I still want to be able to find something that my half ton will tow. So there we go. So that's another whole issue too. When I do buy another truck, I'll probably buy a 2500. But for now, I'm gonna keep what I got. Is there has heat massage? Yeah, this one does too. I have to watch Milo though because he. That's funny. Well, maybe he's getting old, and it helps his arthritis. Huh. Do you put quarters in it? What about a Class C? No, I really don't want a Class C because I don't want to have to break camp every time I want to go somewhere and go to the store or whatever. I don't know. I want something that I can leave and take my vehicle and go. That way, if there's something wrong with my trailer, I still have a truck. I can drive to a motel. If there's something wrong with my truck, I can still rent a vehicle and get to my trailer and still have a place to stay. So that's why I like having a trailer. Class C's or Class A's are not even in consideration. We just wish things were a bit bigger. You've got plenty of space. You've got plenty. You have way more than I do. Your signal got really good now. Oh, cool. Well, that's good to hear. High compared to our last one. If I remember, I'll take some pics tomorrow for you. Thanks, Melody. I would appreciate that. Well, if I got a fifth wheel right now, it'd have to be half ton towable. And there's not many of those little things around. So we'll see. And like I said, good clearance from the jacks. Because, I boondock out west and I don't want to have to deal with so many clearance issues. So I don't always have a hand. Oh my gosh. We carry stuff around that we intend to have when we exit RV life. Yeah, and that's understandable. Maker model, but there is one with a walk-in pantry behind it. I've seen. Oh, those are incredible. That's just that would be the icing on the cake right there. I have found some nice rigs that are not real big, but they're big enough for me, and that's all I really need. I don't have to worry about somebody coming and staying with me, because I mean, really, I've had a couple of visitors stay overnight on my twin bed, but it's not something that happens all the time. I don't really need a dining room table. I could live without a dining room table. I do want a recliner. I absolutely want a recliner. Um, and a queen bed. I don't need a king bed. I could even do a camp queen because I'm short enough. So to me that doesn't matter because I've always got at least a foot and a foot and a half at the bottom of the bed. So camp queen wouldn't bother me at all. But I do want good bathroom storage. I want good clothes storage, and I want good pantry space. Um, and that's about it. So if I can find something that'll work, that I can afford, that I can pull with my truck, then maybe it'll happen later on. Who knows? That's kind of the way I was with this Airstream when I found it. I wasn't really looking for an Airstream when I found it, and it just God put it out there in front of me and made that happen. So that's the way it'll go. You can tow with your truck. I saw one the other day and fell in love with it. So Remy, you'll have to send me a link, Kim. Send me a link so I can take a look at it because I've I'm gonna have to start writing down the ones that really interest me because I've seen so many videos now that it kind of gets confusing. And I don't know which one is which anymore. You didn't see the price tag. Yeah. I mean, Grand Design puts out a small fifth wheel. It's the 260 RD, which it's a wonderful floor plan. If I was gonna go with a fifth wheel, that's a pretty good floor plan right there for me. It's got lots of kitchen storage. It's got a big dining area in the back. And then it's got a nice 3-seat recliner, um, pretty nice bathroom, and a really nice bedroom with a nice little closet and like 3 or 4 drawers in this closet setup. So it has a lot of really good storage, but there again, it's a fifth wheel. It's I don't know that my half ton would tow that particular one. It would be really on the edge, maybe, a little bit too heavy. So I'm having to find something right now that my truck will pull. Yes, storage is, yeah, so comfortable. Yeah. I can see that. I can see that. It has been a wonderful rig for me. And I do love it. I really truly do. It's been great. And until I find something that's going to work, the Airstream will work for me. I'm certainly not in a hate relationship with my Airstream. I wish that there was a way I could put a recliner in there. If I could just have a recliner, I'd keep my Airstream. There's just no way for me to take that dinette out and do it because on one side where the bench is, I have my water heater under under the bench seat, and on the other side, I now have my lithium batteries there, um, and a whole bunch of wiring and plumbing. So it's not feasible to really take that bench out either. So there's really no way to change that floor plan other than to just make the sofa my bed and take out the actual full bed that's in the front. But then if I do that, I've lost tons of storage because most of my storage is underneath that bed. So it's just not a feasible floor plan for a recliner of any kind. Oops, for you living in a rig, it has to feel like a home and rooms separate, not on top of each other. Yeah, and I can understand that. I just always kind of look at it as I do have separate rooms. I have a bed, I have a dining area, I have a kitchen, and I have a bathroom.
Right, but no walls.
Yeah, but no
Walls
walls.
that separate.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So, and it works just for one. I just don't know with the stairs if the fifth wheel is a good fit for you. Yes, exactly. Um, Probably not. And I don't I honestly don't like those more ride or those stable steps as they call them. I don't like those. I've seen Dawn and Kevin having to dig out and try to get their steps level, and it's kind of bent. The frame is bent and twisted a little bit. They've had problems with their door because of it, and I don't want to deal with all that. I want just the fold down steps. And the one that I'm looking at has just the traditional aluminum plank fold down steps, and that's all I really need. That's all I really want, and I don't have to worry about digging out the ground um, to get the step level so I can step on it. Yeah, yeah, mobile tech. That's a good idea. Oh, that's funny. He made it look like kind of like the Beverly Hillbillies. They had big tall ladders on the back and bikes and stuff hanging out all over the truck. And I was like, here come the Clampets. Hi, Rose. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Glad you can make it. There is a climb to the bedroom. Walk all those up and down all those steps at Niagara Falls. I can do 2 or 3 steps. It's not a horrible thing. But it's just the weight on my truck that really concerns me. Yeah, those steps aren't the best. That's what I'm saying. And there are almost there's so many manufacturers now that are going to those type of steps on their trailers because they think everybody likes them, but I don't. I have a place to go pork chops. You know, Daryl, I think about you every single time I fry a pork chop. I really, truly do. So when I see you next, I'll fix some pork chops for you. That's funny. I taught Dawn how to fix my pork chops, and she does them very well now. So, yep, back to food we go. Uh, uh, I think you have, haven't you, Kim? Done a meatloaf video? I keep. Is there some new camper or something? I keep hearing a lot of noise over that way.
I wondered if it was a deer.
It could be a deer. Oh, I saw 2 does and a fawn night before last up by the restrooms. It was super cool. This area has lots of deer. So if you're, traveling these roads at dawn or dusk, you have to really go slow and be careful because they'll run right across the road in front of you. You're making pork chops tomorrow or Saturday. Yep, she does a good job with them now, Kim. You don't like them either. When you get it, you'll have stairs going to the bedroom. Yeah, that's it. Well, this trailer that I'm looking at, even it's got one slide that has like the refrigerator, a pantry, a refrigerator, and a 3-seater couch, reclining couch, and that's in the slide. So there's only one slide, um, which is a plus for me because that's really all I want to deal with this one. I don't need a whole bunch of slides. Um, but even in the tow mode, the road mode, as a lot of people say, you can still get to the kitchen. You can, of course, get to the refrigerator because it's in the slide. You can get to the dining table. You can get to the bathroom. You can even get to the bedroom. So I could stay all night at a Cracker Barrel or a Walmart and wouldn't have to worry about access to anything. So that would be nice. Torque lift steps, they're more versatile. I don't think I've seen those. Torque lift. I don't know if I have to worry about torque. I don't know if it's worth it for me. I have not, but I did smoke a meatloaf the other day. Ooh, nice. I will have to film it next time. It has sourdough breadcrumbs in it. Oh, Kim, you're killing me. That sounds delicious. Really, really sounds good. Yeah. Deer are not very smart, my son is saying. There's this comment. Aren't very smart, I guess. I don't know. These deer, I was walking Ziggy and Dee Dee when I happened to see them. They were up probably 50 feet or more away from me. And the one larger doe just kind of looked at me and just kept her eyes on me. And I would walk really slow just to let them know that we're not, out to bother them. And she just kept her eyes on me until we walked on past the other way. It was very cute. No meatloaf, but definitely found the best recipe. That's really good. I love a good meatloaf. Your meatloaf is very good too. Yes, that's Dawn does a good meatloaf, and she even did that one keto meatloaf in the Instapot that was very good. So yeah, see, we need some videos, Kim. Don't recommend having fridge on a slide if at all possible. Okay, because of the weight. Is that an issue? This is the 10 cubic foot refrigerator. So it's not a huge refrigerator, but I get the weight thing on a slide. My wife made the best meatloaf. That's really cool, Doyle. It's once you find a good meatloaf recipe, and there with my heart, gotta have them steaks. Even though y'all know I like mine well done, they make fun of me, but I do love a good steak. And if the steak is really good, having a well done steak doesn't mean it does can't be tender. Yeah, everybody loves a good meatloaf for sure. You will. Everyone loved it, Mobile Tech. Okay, good. Yes, she does do a good meatloaf. She makes a really good Brussels sprouts too. Princess Cruises had the worst meatloaf in the world, not fit for a school cafeteria.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's really bad. I don't know, some of the food that y'all were showing on your videos, I'm just like that food has really gone downhill fast. Saw three deer and birds singing. I felt like I was in the Bambi movie. That's cool. I love being in nature like that, isn't it? It's just, I don't know, it kind of feeds my soul. Medium rare steak for you. Okay. Daryl does a good one like that. All right, it's 9 p.m. here. Okay. Saying good night. Love you, Dawn. Thank you for coming by. You're fine with the fridge and the slide. Okay. That's good to know. Meatloaf was yummy. Good old filet, medium rare with a slight moo. Yeah, I don't like the moo. If I can see blood, no. You need to cook that stuff out. Okay. All right, guys. Well, it is 8 o'clock, and I haven't eaten dinner. I guess I should try to eat a sandwich or something before it gets too late. So, but it was really nice talking to everyone. I'm missing you guys. I can't wait to meet up with everybody again. Ribbons on the flat top, Don. And yes, that was really, those were delicious. Delicious. Yep. See everybody next week. Go eat dinner. Thank you. That's what am I going to do. Good night, Sue. Bye, Doyle. Thanks everyone for stopping in tonight. Hope y'all have a really good week. We're going to try to get through this hot weather and survive it and see you next week. All right. So long, everybody.